How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Robotics Notes Elite. We are now in Phase 4, or Chapter 4, whatever you want to call it, and we got abducted in the previous episode. Yeah, all the massive parts that Akiho ordered came in on trucks, and after unloading them, a mysterious but familiar character popped up, and with some big old guys that just shoved us into a car and took us here. Honestly, we were abducted for nothing serious. I mean, it's a cool opportunity that has been brought up, but I don't know if that's all going to work out, because Akiho wants things to be done based off on what they've been building and not building something more efficient. So, no idea what's going to happen there, but maybe we'll figure something out in this episode. But this mysterious yet familiar character is Nai from Steins Gate. She has appeared, and I knew that she was somewhere here in one of the two robotics notes. I didn't know what her purpose was, but it looks like she works for JAXA, so good for her. Good to see things actually worked out in that family somehow, some way. Before we actually do continue on, though, I want to just bring up here that I have absolutely no idea how the routes work in this game. I'm sure there's routes, just like all the other science adventure titles. I have absolutely no idea how they work out, so I just, off the top of my head, or on a whim, I guess, I went and found a guide, a 100% guide, and it talks about choices that you should make Phase 4 going forward. And I coincidentally made the right choice according to that guide for the 30th. So my question here is, should I need to follow this guide? Do I need to? Is that more for just 100%ing everything? Or is that necessary for completing the main story here? So that is my question to you guys. Should I be following this guide, or should I just do whatever? Would like to know your thoughts and opinions on that. But let us check Twitter. I don't think anything is new, but yeah, we did answer the right one first. This is actually it right here. This I'm pretty sure this is the correct response according to the guide if we wanted to follow that exactly. I don't think anything is new here whatsoever, but it is daytime, so it's nice to look around and be able to see some stuff here. The wind outside is strong. It's definitely more than just a sea breeze. The clouds are starting to look a bit ominous too.
Action!
I chase after Akiho and call out to her.
どうやって帰る?
バスかな。
デュー、1時間に1本しか走ってないとかありえない。
みんな待ってよ。
Juna comes chasing after us, looking ready to cry. Behind her follows a silent Subaru. I look toward the Takasaki Observatory and notice Tenuji Nai watching us from the observation deck. We turn our backs to her and head to the bus stop. While it was a good offer, negotiations with JAXA ended in failure. Again, that's more of an Akiho thing. And this is her father, I believe, that we're now following. After the children leave the press conference room, it's engulfed in a quiet stillness. I sit down in a chair and let out a small sigh. It's been more than 7 years since I, Senomiya Kenichiro, became the chief of the Tanegashima Space Center. When we launched rockets, this room was always filled to the brim with project staff, as well as reporters before and after each launch. There's a press room on the floor below, and the media would set up cameras on the roof looking to record the launch. But such hustle and bustle is already 4 years behind us. This room is the Takasaki Observatory, or in the Takasaki Observatory, hasn't been used in years. Today was the first time it was in who knows how long. The facility hasn't been closed or shrunk. It might be used again one day, so the higher-ups want it maintained. In other words, while I may have the grand title of chief, I'm basically a glorified caretaker.
いつかまたか。
I wonder if we'll ever see the day when we'll get to launch rockets here again.
瀬宮社長、
Tenuji-kun has returned.
あの子たち バスで帰りました。
そうですか。いや、まさか娘が拒否するとは僕も思っていなくてね。なんだか申し訳ない。
I bow my head, but Tenoshi-kun shrinks back.
いえ、そんな頭を上げてください。確かに拒否されるのは私も予想外でしたけど、私は所長を利用させてもらっている身ですか
利用だなんて。
ら。だったら便乗かな。調布での所長のお話、とても感動しました。ここを学生の巨大ロボット作りに使わせてあげたいって。
いや
At the start of this month, when my daughter Akiho requested use of Tenen SC's facilities, to assemble her robot, I had no choice but to say no. But hey, I'm a father. I want to support my daughter and her dream. I just so happened to have a business trip in Chofu, so I tried consulting with the top brass while I was there. That's probably what Tenoshi-kun is talking about.
私ももともと二足歩行ロボットへの支援事業はやってみたいと思っていたので、すぐさま話に乗らせてもらいました。
Tenoshi-kun smiles playfully and sticks out her tongue a little.
所長の協力がなければ、こんなに早く合判断は出なかったと思います。
いや天王寺君がいなければ承認さえ下りなかっただろうけどね。私が話した時には上も渋っていたのに、わずか数日であそこまで心変わりするとは。
Despite the small scale of the support work, I've never seen anything get approved this quickly and smoothly.
天王寺君が魔法でも使ったのかと思ったよ。
ちょっとした交渉術ですよ。そんな大したものじゃないです。これでも媚びの売り方は心得ていますので。
If I remember correctly, Tenoshi-kun is only 20. What an exceptional young lady. I'm honestly impressed. In some ways, she reminds me of Misaki when she was younger.
でも所長、いいんですか？言わなくて。
何のことだい？
娘さん、あきほちゃんに教えればいいのに、今回の支援事業は実は所長が言い出しっぺだって。
いやいざ面と向かうときっと照れてしまうからね。それに天王寺君の方が娘たちとは年も近いから話も合うだろう。
That is true. I mean, Kaito is 18, so... I mean, the age gap is quite literally 2 years. I'm just an old geezer inching closer to retirement. I'm way past my prime to be talking to youngsters about dreams and the like.
私、
Yeah, his dreams have already been
今回の
crushed.
支援事業が将来もっともっと拡大していけばいいなって思ってるんですよ。私たちの広げた輪によって日本中の学生さんたちが連携を取れれば、若い人たちの科学技術の促進にもつながりますから。やっぱりなんだかんだで日本の若い人にはロボットが好きな人多いですし。
若い人だけじゃないよ。我々のようなおじさんにもロボットが好きな人はたくさんいる。
むしろ思い入れは年配の皆さんの方が強いかもですね。
何しろ昔は週に 2,3 本はロボットアニメが放映されていたから。
Hell yeah.
羨ましい時代だな。現実の日本でも巨大ロボットが日常風景に溶け込んでいるような時代がいつか来るといいですね。災害救助とか土木作業とか、そういう場面で当たり前のように巨大二足歩行ロボが使われるようになるかもしれないって想像したら。
Yeah, but I have a feeling they'll also be used for combat.
ロマ
Like
ンだね。
war and such.
ですね。
Anime style and all. And it would likely feed back into space development as well. Robots could be actively used for interstellar exploration. That's why this work isn't worthless to JAXA.
とりあえず私、さっき断られちゃいましたけど、もう少しだけアプローチしてみます。
I'm not surprised, honestly.
ここで帰ったら
I'd be surprised if she
はるばる
didn't.
種子島まで出張してきた意味もなくなっちゃいますし。それと今日来たばっかりなので、もうちょっとこの島のこと知りたいというのもあったり。もちろん一番は所長のためにもロボ部の子たちの力になることですよ。
いや
I'm getting more and more embarrassed talking to Tenoshi-kun. She's younger than Misaki, but older than Akiho. In other words, it kind of feels like I'm talking to my daughters. They've been cold to me these days, so it's kind of embarrassing when she so openly wants to keep talking to me.
そうだ。私、荷物が寮に届いたか見に行ってこなくちゃ。寮ってどんなところかな？実は一人暮らし初めてなんですよ。所長、ちょっと行ってきますね。
I really wonder what happened to her dad. Like, really what happened to her in general. In the comments of the previous episode, we were talking about how there may have been some possible references, or not references, but hints at Nai wanting to go into robotics and such, or at least space-related studies. Back in her route for Steins Gate linear bounded phenogram, but alas, I don't remember a lot from that series. It took me so long to finally finish it. The real ones here would know. From start to finish, Tenoshi-kun is all smiles as she exits the room. After seeing her off, I sit down in the center seat of the empty room. Misaki, huh? I think about my disobedient daughter who hasn't come home or even contacted us for over 6 years now. When she was a high schooler, much like Tenoshi-kun, she would innocently tell me all about her dreams.
お父さん、私ね、学校でロボット研究同好会を作ったのよ。
へえ、それはまた大胆なことをするね。
今はまだ同好会だけど、将来部に昇格して巨大ロボットを作りたいなって思ってるの。
高校の部活で巨大ロボットを？
そう。お金をかけて作るよりハリボテっぽくなってもいいから、とにかく自分たちで作ってみたいなって。と言ってもまだ同好会は私一人しかいないんだけど、それに私が高校にいられる3年の間に作れるかどうか。だけどやらないよりやれっていう気がして。
ミサギらしいね。
何それ？元はといえばお父さんのせいなのよ。
僕の？なんで？
自覚がないとは思わなかったわ。お父さんが私や秋にすり込んだんでしょ。ロボットアニメは素晴らしいものだって小さい頃からずっと。
僕はただ自分の好きなものを娘のお前たちにも知ってほしかっただけなんだけど。
おかげで私と秋はロボットアニメが大好きな男の子みたいな姉妹になってしまいましたとさ。お父さん、本当は私たちが男の子だったらよかったって思ったことない？
いや、ないよ。一度もね。
じゃあさらに弟を作ろうと思ったことは？
親をからかうもんじゃないよ。
でもお父さんには感謝してるのよ。私ロボットを作るっていう自分の夢かなり気に入ってるから。お父さんも若い頃はロボットを作りたかった？
ああ、そうだね。ガンバムが放映されていた頃かな。プラモデルを組み立てたりもしていたけれどね。やはり本物を作ってみたかった。
Honestly, putting together a small little Gundam figure was genuinely fun. It's really unlike anything else I've ever put together. Like, Legos are fun, and I'm blanking on anything else, but Gundams, it's just like, you're so surprised with the result, how that all comes out, and it's very satisfying with what you get.
当時の男の子なら誰でも一度は思ったんじゃないかな。
That being said, like, the only Gundam figure I built has been thrown away.
だからその夢私が現実にしちゃおうかなって思って。
I wonder how much money I spent on that, because I am the one that threw it away 100%. It was me, but how much was it? I gotta look into that. That's gonna bug me. I may have made a terrible
今なら
choice.
ちょっと工夫すれば案外作れちゃいそうだから。ちなみに JAXA でいらなくなったパーツをタダで譲ってもらうみたいなことできる？
わざわざこんな場所まで僕を呼び出して話したのはそれが目的かい？
そういうこと。工夫はできるだけ多く取り入れないとね。
どうだろうな。所長とも話してみるよ。
やっ
I recall being surprised as I watched Misaki happily, but humbly thrust her fist into the air. Misaki wasn't the kind of kid who did things like that. That was reserved for Akiho, her little sister. That's why I
どこまで本気なんだい？
just had to know. Misaki responded like it was the most natural thing in the world.
最初から最後までずっと本気よ。期待してて、お父さん。3年じゃ無理だったとしても、種は負けると思うから、いつかきっとできるわ。史上初、高校生による自家製巨大ロボットがね。毎日新聞一面トップは間違いなしよ。
ああ、楽しみにしておくよ。
After that fateful day, Misaki put her everything into building that robot. You know, it's crazy, just like the difference between all these flashbacks that we've gotten of Misaki so far and what we, barely see of her today. And it's like reality like hit her or something, that cheerful, excited, full of dreams character is completely gone. And we just have a very serious character focused on her work and doesn't even contact her family or friends. 9 years have passed since then. The True Tanegashima High School Robotics Club has inherited Misaki's work, and now Akiho is the president. I never thought that a support work proposal for Akiho's club would ever come this close to becoming a reality.
本当にあの時、種はまかれていたんだな。
My daughter has quite the eye. Now, if only she could visit her family at least once a year, I'd have no complaints about my amazing daughter.
あんなのただのガラクタよ。
Did she also say that?
もうどうでもよくなってしまったわ。
Something happened for surezies.
ごめんね、お父さん。
Something happened there at the end of her high school run. I think back on what Misaki suddenly said to me just before leaving the island. What was going through her head? Even now, I still don't know why she left, but...
美咲、お前の蒔いた種は今、確かに芽吹いているよ。
Hold on a second, I'm making it sound like Misaki's dead or something. I can't help but laugh bitterly. I wonder what happened. Apparently the typhoon is getting close. Yeah, it's looking truly ugly outside, but why are we here? Why are we up here? Only bad things happen here. Boobs, right? Yep. Okay, so we need to respond correctly here. Again, not sure if we should be following this guide, not sure what we get out of it, but here we need to respond with, yep, that's it. And so we will. Oh my gosh, there's a lot to respond to. I had a great offer, but I didn't take it. I wonder if I made the wrong move. I feel like I ruled against my gut. Still, I think it's too early to bring in a new unit. Gunbuild 1 can still fight. My role keeps getting bigger and bigger. I'm really afraid that maybe it's not okay for me to be here. People all around me are so talented, I couldn't keep up yesterday either. Alright, so you are fine. No one there expects you to speak out. Well, I think the pilot position doesn't need too much knowledge. You should take a page from Kojiro Frau. Let's both be bold. You'll feel better after that. Let's see. Yeah, so there is something that we should respond here with as well, according to the guide. Again, if you guys don't think I need to be following this, just let me know, and I won't. Or if you think I should, let me know, and I will. So we need to respond with the, you should take a page. Honestly, yeah, I'd probably respond with that, honestly. Yeah, I probably would anyways. And then there's another one that we need to respond to here. I think that people who can make decisions from their values are amazing. You are the club president. You should be proud of your decision. Thanks. You're an important member too, Jun. Oof, I feel dizzy. Must be because I was pulled out of my room for a long time yesterday. The sunlight is poison to us shut-ins. Everyone knows that. Because you stay indoors all the time, it's getting to you. You're totally nocturnal, like an owl or a bat. You alright? Please don't go and die on us. That would suck. Probably go with this one. What is the response here? Oh, it is this. Wait, nope. It is this one, actually. It's the you alright, and that should be it for responses for July 31st. Hopefully. I'm satisfied watching the nipples on the island surfer boys as they mingle at the beach from the monitor in my room. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here. Remember, at any time, do not let go of opportunities in front of you. You cannot win unless you do. I always struck upon my opportunities, and that is why I am here. Looks like a lot's going on, but still played 4 hours, 49-1. Could have been 50-0, but oh well. And that is all for A. Due to Typhoon 6, Japan Air Connect Kagoshima to Tanegashima will be canceled. We apologize for any inconvenience that this has caused. Hello from Space Candy. Typhoons have serious impact. Oh yeah. Kogome incident is happening nationally. Maker, that ringtone exists. Is it true? The ringtone already exists? I didn't find it on my Pokecom. Maybe it depends on the model? I think it only rang for people who have the ringtone. My Pokecom doesn't have it, but it rang. What's with these dumb kids who don't read the source? It doesn't look like it, but it's stored in all Pokecoms as data. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's always like potential media files that are stored on devices that you can't access unless you actually go digging for it. A ringtone that I can't pick rang. Yep, that is indeed what happened. Wait, what's going on here? Was anybody brave enough to pick up? Of course there was. Internet is full of reports of people picking up. When you pick up, you hear a high-pitched noise. Then after a little, it hangs up. Yeah, that is what happened when we picked up. There are multiple incidents from back then, like the rumor that you may pass. Ha ha ha, we know that one right there. I was in Shibuya at the time, and certainly You May Pass played. This is all because of the Red Aurora. Typhoon 6 will reach Kyushu area by tomorrow morning. Typhoon 6 looks intense. Hitting Kyushu? But looking at that route, doesn't seem like it'll hit the Kanto area. It goes through Kyushu, then it goes through the Sea of Japan. I couldn't care less. And there we have that. Oh, hello. Sort of had an idea that she'd be here. I mean, why wouldn't she? I never really looked around here, or at least I don't think I did. I was always so scared here, you know, for all the wrong reasons. But no, there's no geotags, not even on her right now. Okay. Apparently the typhoon is getting close. That's what I want to know.
お兄ちゃん、台風が来てますよ。
知ってるよ。
The whole getting abducted by Tennoji Nai thing left a bad taste in my mouth. But really, it was what happened just before that stuck with me. The riots in America caused by the solar storm, followed by everyone's Pokecoms playing Kogome simultaneously, and then hearing a fax machine-like noise after answering, the same tone that Town Hall is sending up to space. What the hell was that?
愛梨ちゃんさ、カゴメの電話について何か覚えある？
カゴメ歌ですよね。有名です。愛梨も知ってます。
歌なら誰だって知ってるよ。そうじゃなくて、カゴメの着信音の電話。
I can't tell if she really doesn't know or if she's messing with me. Wait, Irie is an AI, which means she can't do that sort of thing, right?
ゲジネなら知ってるのかな？
I attempt to summon her. Oh, she didn't giggle this time.
アクセスを確認しました。ゲジネモードに移行します。
I sure have gotten used to this transformation.
カゴメの電話について何か知ってる？
日本全国で同時多発的に発生したようです。全国といっても全地域というわけではなく、北は北海道から南は種子島までの一部地域にて発生という表現が正しいです。具体的には北海道札幌市、秋田県大館市、福島県喜多方市、東京23区、神奈川県東部全域、山梨県大月市、富山県氷見市、愛知県岡崎市。
もういいよ。
Yeah, we get the idea. It's not everywhere, but it was in a lot of areas. It felt like she was about to go on forever, so I cut her short.
なお、沖縄や四国については発生の報告は今のところありません。それ以上は 現時点ではゲジネーは把握していません。単に情報を収集しているだけですので、詳細な分析は行っていません。
あ、そう。
I wish you would have just told me that at the beginning. Sister Centipede seems like she'd be more reliable, but she's actually pretty useless. Why are we back here, though? Like, what is there to really gain? I enter the town hall building. I mean, we could maybe see... Yep, that is still there. It's still very much there. Can't do anything with it, but that's all that's really in this room that we can really look at. I enter the town hall building.
君島レポートってナンバー2とか3はあるの？
The report that I found, number 1, is still here. When I open up Iro, I can see the power mark indicating its presence.
ここにあるのってナンバー1だよね。ナンバー1があるならナンバー2もあるんじゃない？
I shoot Sister Centipede a leading question.
はい。君島レポートはナンバー7まで存在します。
And 13 members of darkness. Well, that was easy. 7 of those things, eh? That's more than I expected.
それはどこに？日本中に隠されてるわけ？
いいえ、すべてこの島の中に。
Knew it. On this island. Well, I guess if Kimijima-ko really lived here, it wouldn't be all that strange. Hell, it works out for me.
詳しい場所
Only
に
way
つ
we're
いて
gonna
教え
find
て
all
よ。
of them, you know, if we're gonna start looking. It's starting to creep me out that the contents of report number 1 are actually playing out. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But I really wish I could have stayed ignorant about all this. Though that's a moot point now. I'm aware of it, which means I can't help but think about it. If I find and read all of Kimijima-ko's theories, and they actually turn out to be true, well, it's not like I can do anything. But I figure if the reports really are all on this island, I might as well go look for them. Pretty aggressive for me, right? Yeah, for somebody that didn't want anything to do with this. Especially considering I only ever give a damn about fighting games.
君島レポートは巧妙に隠蔽されています。
この前ここで見つけたものはちっとも巧妙に隠されてなかったけど。
Okay, but who's gonna go into this empty-ass room?
それについてあなたの指摘を認め、ゲジネーの発言を訂正します。アイリおよびゲジネーは君島レポートが隠蔽されているすべての場所については把握していません。
But are you aware of some of them?
一部なら把握してる？
はい。君島レポートナンバー2はこの宇宙が丘公園近辺にあるとデータベースには記録されています。
Oh, perfect.
ただ、肝心の君島レポートの AR アノテーションについて細かい設置場所をアイリおよびゲジネーともに把握していません。また、たとえその設置場所にヤシオさんが偶然到達できたとしても、現在の状況ではイルオに AR アノテーションは表示されない可能性があります。
表示されない？見えないってこと？
各君島レポートには可視化するためのフラグが存在します。なお、レポートナンバー1についてだけは例外であり、あらかじめ AR アノテーションが表示されていました。ですが、ナンバー2以降はそうではありません。
So the hidden hand password won't work on them.
なんでわかる？
アイリおよびゲジネーのデータベースにそう記述されています。
Got it. Well, that means that by the time Irie was created, the Kimijima reports were already intended to have been hidden.
待った。君島こうっていつ死んだんだっけ？
She did say that he was murdered.
2010年です。
その時点でイルオってあったの？
アルファ版が開発されていました。アイリが誕生した2008年12月には、すでにマスターの手によってイルオアルファ版のテストが始まっています。
So he had been hiding Kimijima reports since the alpha version.
で、可視化するためのフラグがあるって言った？何なのそれ？
レポートナンバー2のフラグをダウンロードします。ダウンロードは正常に完了しました。レポートナンバー2のフラグをヤシオさんのイルオに表示します。
Oh, cool. Have already discovered report number 1 and made contact with Irie at least once. Well, we got that one done. Press the green switch located beneath the Minamitane Community Center radar dome and press it again an hour later. Why? Achieve less than 30 seconds on time attack at the Uchigaoka Park go-kart course and report and sign your name via Iroha geotag. On the fighting game... Oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. These are actually kind of annoying. On the fighting game app Golden Wolf Fighter 4 arcade mode, get an SSS score and post it on the online leaderboards. Okay, the first one and the second one were like, alright, we can do that. Third one, it's like, oh, okay, I guess we gotta do that. The fourth one, it's like, oh boy.
I
mean, they're called flags. I mean, it's kind of got a game feel to it. I honestly can't tell if Kimijima is messing with me or what. Of the 4 flags, the first one, Contact Irie, has already been completed. Simple enough. But the third flag is going too far into the absurd. The go-kart track in this park has been closed for over 10 years. What can I do about that? Wait, actually, it only says that I have to report my time with a geotag. Maybe I can cheese it without a go-kart? The game mentioned in the 4th flag, Golden Wolf Fighter 4, was a popular 2D fighting game around 10 years ago. Well, let's read about it. It is the 4th entry in a 2D fighting game series. Its slogan, "Is my wolf even golden to begin with?" Jesus Christ, famously contradicts the title. The game was first released in arcades in the early 2010s and was later ported to various other platforms, adding multiple characters that would grow to be even more popular than the original cast. The game is revered by fighting game enthusiasts. Oh, I'm sure. When I was still back in elementary school, Misane would body me all the time. How cruel. Plus, only about 100 people worldwide were able to hit SSS rank in the arcade mode. It was a completely unwinnable game. Does Golden Wolf Fighter 4 have a Pokecom app? If it doesn't, there's no way it would sync with the Iroha flag. I'll look into it later. If Kimijima authored these achievements, he definitely incorporated Misane's opinions. Misane was one of the few people who managed to hit SSS after all. I wonder if Misaki actually went through all the reports and that's what changed her. Something had to have by the end of her time here, and she knew of Irie.
ですが、ゲジネがパスワードを教えなければ、ヤシオさんは永久にレポートナンバー1のロックを解除できなかったはずです。そういう意味では、むしろ難易度は大幅に低下していると考えることもできます。
It sure is way more tedious, though. But I'll give credit where credit is due. This at least seems kind of interesting.
でも、なんでこんな面倒な方法を？
それはマスターにしかわかりません。
Did he just want to strengthen security? Did he want to make sure that not just anyone could get the files? Or maybe at the end of the day, he didn't want anyone seeing them despite the fact that they were accusatory. He could even be doing this to filter out people without a healthy dose of curiosity and skepticism. By imposing difficult conditions, only those who remain at the very end are granted access. And if nobody's left? Well, that's that. He's pretty laid back for someone claiming that the world is about to end. I step outside and look around. The sky suggests that it may rain at any moment. The rain clouds are moving at alarming speeds. I would assume so. There's a 10-meter tall metal tower standing behind this building. At its very top is a white dome-shaped object.
鉄塔の下部じゃなくてドームの下部ってのが嫌な予感がして仕方がないんだけど。すごく揺れてるじゃないの。
Yeah, I'm not even surprised by these fucking noises anymore. Now that I'm actually climbing it, my legs are getting close to cramping up because of all the shaking. This is the opposite of safe. This tower feels like it could snap in half at any moment. Only an idiot would try climbing this thing in the middle of a storm. Why the hell am I doing this? You know, curiosity and all that. Sitting around the dome-shaped object at the very top is a platform. Unfortunately, I don't have the time or presence of mind to enjoy the view from up here. I feel like I'm on a board getting tossed around by raging waves. I'd be blown away if I let go of the railing. Now that I'm up here, I notice that a huge part of the tower has rusted over, probably due to the sea breeze. It doesn't look like it's being maintained very well. The whole thing is badly deteriorated. Am I gonna be okay? Just withstand the wind. I'm only doing this for one of those damn flags. Press the green switch located beneath the old community center radar dome in Minamitane and press it again an hour later. I figured I'd get this done nice and quick before the typhoon came. Clearly, I screwed up. I underestimated this storm.
スイッチ
Any help here, Sister Centipede? I take each step carefully as I search for the green switch. The dome looks to have a diameter of about 3 meters. It's pretty damn big. I wonder what it's like inside. I've spent over 10 years innocently looking up at this thing. I always figured that there was some sort of radar device inside of it or something. But if this is the eggy system Irie was talking about, there's probably some kind of antenna in it instead. I circle around it. The strong winds are still trying to blow me off the tower. I'm having a hard time standing still. In an effort to stay grounded, I get on all fours.
なった。緑色のスイッチ。
There's a black box located under the dome where it connects to the tower. On its surface are a red and green switch. I press the green switch without thinking. It lights up.
なんだ
The dome splits in two at the center, and the top lid begins to lift open.
おいおいおい。何が起こってるんだよ、ゲジレ。
不明です。
Oh, great. Alright, well, thanks for the help, I suppose. Totally useless. I want to run away right now, but the platform is narrow, and the whole thing is shaking violently, making it hard for me to move. Eventually, the dome comes to a halt. As it turns out, the dome was concealing a parabolic antenna. The inner surface of the dome is relatively clean compared to its outside, so this is what's used to send that dial-up tone into outer space. I've been forced to listen to this damn thing since I started climbing. I think I'm losing my mind. Is it really okay to leave this as is? The dome opened because I pressed the switch, but will it close properly if I come back and press it again an hour from now?
何もせずに帰ればよかった。
I think whether or not it closes, like, as long as we press the switch again, we've cleared the flag. So whatever happens then, it doesn't matter, as long as we clear the flag. Maybe I'm just getting impatient. Go away, Typhoon. With that hope in mind, I begin descending the tower. Careful now. I was killing some time playing Golden Wolf Fighter 4 when the downpour got really bad. I'm such an idiot. I thought I knew how scary typhoons could get, but I totally made the wrong call here. Well, let's see what's new on Twitter. Ended club activities early and got home a bit ago. I hope tomorrow is sunny. Tonight's dinner, Oyakodon. Storm, yo, Tanegashima, stop. Why are you doing this? Storm, I feel like I want to mess you up. Tanegashima, you're gonna just go play with Kyushu after this anyway. I'm just temporary. Storm, I want to be with you longer, but I'm afraid to hurt your small body. Okay, yeah, so Sister Centipede's saying chill out. Good response. The wind is too crazy. Dojo was closed today. Thank God I went grocery shopping in the morning. You are worried about me, I understand, so you should bring me things like a fish burger from McDonald's. I see. Kojiro-san was passed out the whole time. I will do my best to learn from it. Yeah, you got it. What do we got here? Hurry and come home, a typhoon is here. Quit wandering around. Damn, we are making our parents angry. For days like this, there's nothing better than drinking. No, I would say hide. Seek shelter. Don't drink. Well, I guess drink in shelter, but whatever. Things really fell apart because of how easily I found the Golden Wolf Fighter 4 Pokecom app. I was planning on giving it a go just for nostalgia's sake, but instead I ended up going in hard. It's so insanely tough to get an SSS rank. Before I knew it, my ego had taken over. It took me 2 hours to get back to the right mindset and then another 2 to hit SSS. I managed to activate the flag, but when I looked up from my screen, 4 hours had passed and it was storming. I'm such an idiot. But I'm the type of guy that can't leave a fighting game unbeaten. Yeah, we know. We all know. Needless to say, I was so enthralled by Golden Wolf Fighter 4 that I forgot to press the dome's button. The parabolic antenna at the top of the tower is still exposed.
さて、困った。
We just have to press the button. It didn't give us a time frame. It just said 1 hour later, press it again. It didn't say like in a span of 1 hour, press it, but no longer than 2 hours from now or anything like that. It just said after an hour, press it again. So we can just press it whenever now. I don't have an umbrella, so it's impossible to get home without getting soaked.
愛理は事前に警告したはずです。
ああ、そうだね。
Yeah, maybe we should listen here and there. This is what I get for stumbling upon the first report in such a half-assed way. But even then, I thought I could do a little better than this.
仕方ない。父さんに車で迎えに来てもらうか。
If he's home, that is. If not, I'm just gonna have to get wet.
なんだ
Probably the fucking antenna that we left exposed. I flinch at the sudden sound of glass shattering. The strong rain and wind from outside come flowing into the room. Probably just fucking busted through the already broken window. There's a massive hole in the window, almost like someone threw a rock in here. The floor is covered in shattered glass. Sitting on top of said glass is a triangle-shaped plate. I reach down and pick it up.
これって。
The fuck? I've seen this somewhere recently.
ゲージね、これなんだと思う？
Is that Pyramid Head's head? She doesn't know either. Sister Centipede really is useless. I inspect the plate again.
レーダードームのプレートだ。
Yeah, I mean, what else is it gonna be? I guess it's not actually a radar. Let's not sweat the details right now. This unique shape is unmistakable.
プレートがどうしたんですか？
飛んできたんだよ。今窓ガラスをぶち破った。
It's actually kind of terrifying imagining a large metal plate flying through the air. If it hit me in the head, I would have instantly died.
これプレート外れちゃって大丈夫かな？
ドームのプレートが風で飛ばされてきたんですね。その場合、ドームだけではなく、アンテナ本体に破損の恐れがあります。
The tower already looked like it was ready to fall.
海風による腐食の可能性についても指摘できますが、先ほどヤシオさんがドームを開放したことで風雨に対し無防備となっているのも影響しているかと。プレートに関してはその1枚だけでなく今後も破損が連続すると思われ。
うわっ
Yeah, maybe like that. I look down at the plate in my hands. I really can't afford to just sit here and cross my fingers hoping that nothing goes wrong.
あのドームがぶっ壊れたらフラグはどうなる？
スイッチさえ健在であればフラグを達成できる可能性は十分あります。
Yeah, again, I don't think the functionality of the dome is necessarily important, as long as we have a switch to press and it does something.
逆に言えば鉄塔そのものが倒壊した場合などにはフラグを達成できなくなる可能性も。
君島レポートのナンバー2をスルーしてナンバー3の内容を理解することってできそう？
レポートの内容を把握していないため、アイリおよびゲジネーでは判断は不可能です。
Yeah, it's very possible that, you know, Sister Centipede beating Irie or whatever the fuck, that being a flag for report number 1, it could mean that report number 3 is going to have a flag that says obtain report number 2 or some shit like that.
面倒だな。
Am I going to have to hold the tower up myself? Not only would that be impossible, it would be pointless.
ゲジネーさ、俺にあのアンテナを守れとでも言いたいわけ？そうしたいならまず勝負して俺に勝ってみてよ。
Sister Centipede does not fall for my strat. Her silent treatment is getting to me, so I decide to switch her back to Irie.
ゲジネーを終了します。
Welcome back.
お兄ちゃん、台風が来てますよ。
Oh, we're aware.
知ってるよ。
あの塔、大丈夫でしょうか？
Probably not. That's seriously the first thing out of her mouth?
俺の力じゃ何もできないって。
アンテナが壊れたら、アイリのお仕事一つ減っちゃいますね。
仕事？
マスターからもらったお仕事です。一日一回ピピーブーっていう音がちゃんと出てるのを聞くこと、その後何か変わったことはないか見ること、それが愛理が10年くらい続けてきたお仕事なんです。それがなくなっちゃうと愛理のやること一つ減っちゃいますね。
Irie says that with a lonesome smile on her face.
はあ、やれやれ。
I wish I didn't hear any of that. Out into the typhoon we go? Nope. Seeing what's up with Akiho. I've been listening to the rain pummel the ground for hours now. The typhoon's finally made landfall. The windows have been rattling constantly because of the strong winds. According to the news, it should pass in a few hours. There were landslides in the past due to typhoons, so I'm a little nervous. For the first time in a week, I sent Big Sis an email. Of course, it's about my meeting at Jack's yesterday. If I'm being frank, it's actually a great deal. It's a no-brainer. It would be foolish of me not to accept it, but I just can't bring myself to freeze all development on Gunbuild 1. My dream is completing that robot. I don't care how ugly it is, it needs to be that robot. Am I being selfish? Yes. I was feeling so insecure about it that I ended up asking Big Sis for advice. And now here I am in bed waiting for a response that I know I won't get. The ringing isn't coming from my Pokecom, it's from the phone downstairs. It freaked me out. Mom must have answered it. Jeez, that really scared me. I really thought Big Sis had called for a second there. But what if it actually is her? Nah, there's no way.
ねえ、お姉ちゃん。もしお姉ちゃんがいいって言うなら、ガンツク1の開発を凍結して2機目をゼロから作るっていう方法もありなのかな。
Well, from what we've seen, she probably wouldn't give a shit at all. But I just can't. I jump again. Mom's calling me from the hallway. Could it really be?
カイ？
I stick my head out and yell back at Mom.
どういうこと？
ヤシオさん家から電話があって、まだ帰ってないって。
今日は部活来なかったよ。
台風来てるから、念のためにあんたも連絡取ってみて。
わかった。帰ったらどこほっつき歩いてるんだろう。
Again, it'd probably be really easy if people just, called each other instead of using Twitter. Let's call them and find out. Hey, there we go.
ヤシオカイトにコール。出ない。こんな時に何やってるの？
I guess fuck me, right?
また公園かな。コール終了。
I give up on calling him and try to reach him via email and Tweepo. Outside there's rain, rain, and only rain. The large water droplets strike the window. Only their sounds echo out through the darkness.
何やってんのよ、カイ。後でニャローの刑にしてやるんだから。
My monologuing is erased by the sounds of the fierce rain outside. I once again attempt to call Kai, praying to the powers that be, anime and such, you know. Wow, we're actually climbing it. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I climbing this thing again? If I'm not allowed to call Akiho an idiot considering I'm letting an AI's words influence me like this, damn it.
スイッチだけだから、スイッチだけ押して帰るからな、この。
I'll press the switch, and the dome will close. The antenna will be protected from the weather, and I'll set the flag. And that should be 3 of 4. I haven't even reached the top of the tower, and my shirt is already soaking wet. When I try to look up, I can't keep my eyes open. The rain droplets are so strong that they actually hurt. The metal platform is slippery from the rain. Plus, the tower itself is wiping about violently due to the wind. Or whipping, sorry. All I can do is hang on tightly to the railing every time there's a strong gust of wind. Just getting up one step takes an insane amount of effort. It's taking forever to get to the dome. Before I realize it, I'm breathing heavily, my shoulders heaving. If I open my mouth, it'll get filled with endless rainwater and I won't be able to breathe. The rain is robbing me of my body heat. I'm freezing down to my core. It's the middle of the summer, but I'm shivering from the cold. My fingertips are losing strength, causing my hands to nearly slip over and over again. This is really bad. Just standing in place is enough to deplete my energy. I need to get off this thing right now. Getting down is going to be a real fucking challenge. Going any further is impossible. What's the point of all of this? What idiot would risk his life to read some delusional conspiracy theory written by someone he doesn't even know? My original plan was to spend summer break relaxing and playing Kill Ballad. Now look at what I've gotten myself into. I don't have to do this. Move forward or turn back. There's doubt in my heart. I decide not to climb any further. I attempt to take a step down, but the sole of my shoe slips. That's what I was saying. Getting down's the real fun part. I end up slipping down 5 steps of stairs and falling backward onto the platform railing. The impact feels like a bolt of lightning running through my body. The intense pain causes me to lose my breath for a moment, and my vision blacks out. My head feels wobbly, and it feels like I'm about to pass out, but I soon realize that my body is moving on its own. At this rate, I'm gonna fall head first off the platform. My hands grip the railing as fast as I can move them. I kick out my legs frantically. The narrowness of the platform keeps me from falling. The tips of my feet reach the hook onto a step, allowing me to support my body. I squat on the platform, doing my best to endure the intense pain. Yeah, this is rough. Holy shit. I look down to see that I'm about 5 meters up. I might not have died from the fall, but I sure as hell would have broken some bones. I'm already starting to break down. I just wanted to get home as fast as possible, but look where that got me. This guy's got me pissed off. Don't turn back, you say? Climb up there and press that switch, no matter what it takes, you say? Well, you know what? Fine, challenge accepted, you dead bastard. I managed to catch my breath and stand back up. I'm in pain, but I can still move, so I probably didn't break any bones. The human body sure is resilient. I pump myself up and dash up the nearly perpendicular staircase to the next platform. On my way, I'm nearly blown off by a sudden gust of wind, but I somehow managed to fight through it and get to the next platform. My back is throbbing in pain because of how hard I've been pushing myself. I'm guessing that pain isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I try to grit my teeth in an attempt to deal with the pain, but the cold prevents me from doing that. In my current position, the parabolic antenna is acting as an umbrella, so it's actually more comfortable here. Damn it, I really don't want to have to move from here. I'm dead tired. How long has it been since I started climbing this stupid thing? Any sense of time I had is long gone. I regret everything. I shouldn't have climbed this stupid tower. I just want to go home and take a hot bath. But the top is right there. The next platform is so close that if I stood up and stretched my arms above me, I could reach it. If I can make it up about 6 steps of stairs, I'll be at the dome. I let out a yell and pushed myself up the last set of stairs. The surrounding scenery opens up to me. A world of vast darkness stretches out before my very eyes. It really does feel like the end of the world. Can we access our Pokecom? Nope. At this height, I should be able to see the lights of Minamitane, but right now, I can't even tell where the town is. There's nothing standing between me and the endless rain. It feels like it'd be impossible to stand up right now. Another triangular plate from the dome gets blown away by the wind right in front of my eyes. The massive piece disappears into the void at an alarming speed. What if the entire dome gets blown away? Please, please, please hold yourself together. I look for the switch while holding on to the metal railing tightly. I have to circle around to the other side of the dome to get to it. Even that simple process feels like a trap designed to kill me or something, I swear. It's shaking. No, that's an understatement. It's more like the entire thing's being swung around. I can hear the railing shriek. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it warped and tore itself apart right now. This situation is completely unwinnable. This is a 1-9 matchup. There it is. On top of the dark tower, the green faintly glowing LED. This is the switch I pressed a few hours ago. I grabbed tightly onto the nearest railing. As soon as I try to stand up on my knees to press the switch, my body suddenly loses balance. I can't believe my own eyes. The railing I was grabbing onto had broken at its base. I'm falling from about 15 meters in the air into the dark abyss below. Am I going to die? Well, what's going to happen? I'm curious. Wait, oh. Here it is, our attack. Perfect timing, I suppose. It's then that the world comes to a halt. All sound vanishes. The painful cold raindrops stop hitting my cheeks. The rain ignores gravity and comes to a slow descent. No, the world isn't slowing down. It's that my senses have sharpened. Slow-mo. In some ways, getting an attack with this sort of timing was unavoidable. After using so much energy, it had been weirder if I didn't get one. I hate this goddamn condition. I'd give anything to never have to experience this kind of pain again. But now's not the time to piss and moan. My mind is crystal clear. I calmly assess my current situation. My left hand is still gripping onto the busted railing. My body has already been thrown off balance and is about to fall off the platform. I have my left hand let go of the railing, and with my right hand I grab the nearby railing that's still intact to keep myself from falling. But my right hand alone isn't enough to stop the momentum of my body. Like every other time I've gotten an attack, I can't breathe. If I had to choose between falling 15 meters and the excruciating pain I get during an attack, well, I'd honestly take either, but that's how painful this is. But I force myself to endure the pain. My body's about to slip and fall between the gap of the broken railing. I kick one of my legs toward the outer area of the platform, and while still in slow motion, my body slowly gains momentum, circles around my right hand, slips through the gap of the adjacent railing, and slowly falls back onto the scaffolding. We good? I'm gonna assume we're okay. We're gonna be okay. Sound returns to the world. I don't even have the energy left to be terrified by the sound of the broken railing falling to the ground. Whenever an attack wraps up, I'm always left writhing in pain. My body is effectively paralyzed. My heart is pounding like it's going to explode as it aggressively pumps blood to the rest of my body. As the paralyzed feeling dissipates, an excruciating pain runs through my body. It feels like my ribs have actually punctured my lungs. No matter how much I gasp, I can't breathe. I lay on the platform, my face covered in tears, snot, saliva, and rain. Yet somehow I crawl my way to the switch. I manage to press it with my shaking fingers. The green LED turns off. The open dome lid begins to come down. Imagine that just stops the rain somehow. The typhoon also just ends. Finally, I've done what had to be done. The flag should be set. After an attack follows a physical fatigue that lasts for a few hours. I can't even move a muscle. It's like my body's batteries are completely worn out. Am I going to be able to get down like this? No. I don't have much of a choice. I know how dangerous it would be to stay here. And so I crawl my way back to the staircase. I somehow managed to take cover down at the lower platform despite my exhaustion. It would be better to stay down here where I can avoid a little rain and wind. I can lie down and the railings on both sides are still nice and secure. The platform below is too narrow for me to even squat down on. I can stop shivering from the cold, or I can't stop shivering. The rain and wind aren't going to be stopping anytime soon. Oh right, my Pokecom. I should call for help. I desperately twist my arms to reach for the Pokecom in my hip pouch. It's waterproof, so I'm not concerned about it getting wet. Though I was afraid the screen might have gotten cracked from when I hit the railing, fortunately it seems to be okay. After some difficulty, I wake it up from sleep mode. Iruo is still running and Irie is nearby.
お兄ちゃん、ありがとうございます。
Oh yeah, it's nothing, you know.
これで愛理のお仕事続けられるかもしれないです。
I can hear Irie's voice. I didn't do this for her. In an attempt to voice my words, I end up coughing instead.
愛理がお兄ちゃんのこと運べればいいんですけど。
I don't even have enough energy to send an email or make a call.
そっち平和そうだね。
This time I managed to squeeze my words out without coughing. Irie, displayed on screen, is obviously neither wet nor is her hair blowing in the wind.
愛理には天候の変化わかりません。愛理に見えているのはイルオにアップロードされたデータです。そのデータはいつだって晴れた日の景色ですから。今も台風で雨がすごいってデータでは分かっているんですけど、愛理に見えているのはやっぱりとっても気持ちのいい青空をバックに立っている鉄塔と、そこに重なっているお兄ちゃんのジオタグなんです。お兄ちゃんと情報の共有できればよかったのに。そうすれば少しは愛理にもお兄ちゃんの今の苦しさが理解できたかもしれないから。でもお兄ちゃん頑張って、もう少しですから。
I give up. I'm just gonna chill here for a bit. Yeah, you'd think the opposite would happen there. I mean, come on. After an attack, I get so weak that I can barely raise an arm. If I want to recover, I need to lie down for a while. As soon as I do, I instantly feel sleepy. The tower's shaking reminds me of a rocking cradle. It's starting to feel pretty nice. The cold is starting to fade away. If I fall asleep here, I might just die. That's not good, but there's no way out. Oh, Akiho found us. Cool. Something warm touches my hand. All of my senses return to that singular spot. And when I open my eyes, I find Akiho's face in front of me for a reason I can't comprehend. I'm surprised she found him. She's completely soaked, just like me. And just as I do for her whenever she has an attack, she gently embraces me. Akiho holds my hand in hers.
何やってるのよ、帰ったら。心配させて。
なんで。
What the? Why is she here? We're on top of a metal tower. The only way to get up here is to climb a bunch of stairs in the middle of this crazy storm. So her being here makes no sense at all.
もしかしたらこの公園にいるかなって思って。
Akiho's warmth gradually spreads to my body.
探しに来たらアイリっていう子がうちの医療に出てきたの。
Oh.
で、塔の上に貝がいるから助けてって教えてくれて、火事場のバカ力で登ってきちゃった。
Good work, Irie. Is that what she thought I'd say? Akiho and Irie are both total dumbasses.
ミイラ取りがミイラだ。バカだね。
ミイラ？どういうこと？
どうやって降りるつもりだよ、アキちゃん。
I swear she's nothing but trouble.
大丈夫。下にお父さんたちいるし。
Then why did Akiho climb up here? And besides, numbers aren't going to solve the problem of this staircase being incredibly narrow and practically vertical. I wish that she would have thought this through a little more.
でも
Hey, you know what? It's the thought that counts. I'm going to go with that.
俺の命の恩人だな。
アネモネ号の時のこと思い出すね。
That day when we collapsed on the deck, I desperately held Akiho's hand as my consciousness faded. I remember the warmth of her hand back then too. I feel the same warmth in her hand now as I did back then. Thanks to Akiho's body heat, I think I can hang on just a little bit longer. Wow. Alright. Wicked. I guess we'll save it there, since, you know, we're not dead. Jesus Christ. That was loud, by the way. That raining, that just, that static noise That was quite loud for a while. But man, what a deal, you know? I guess if there's like a game mechanic even in real life, you know, Kaito is right on top of it. You better believe it. But hey, 3/4 of the flags have been met. There's just that go-kart thing, and honestly, should be able to just cheese that, and there we go. But man, I wonder how he's going to be feeling, because I have no idea how he wouldn't get sick from all that, especially with the fatigue. His immune system is basically shut down. I mean, he's going to get sick, I would assume. I would be surprised if he didn't. But man, what an episode. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy.